Chewin Rorik log cabin. And all start to finish probably took 5-6 months to do everything, but that was inside and out. The whole thing kind of went up in a couple of weeks, but kind of putting electrics in, plumbing, decorating it inside, painting it, doing the decking, start to finish. Started at the beginning of January and finished kind of May. So yeah, 5 months, May, June. Outside power, really, really handy. The finish on the shed is from Brewers. It was their recommended treatment, which was 2 coats of kind of fungicide wood preserver, and then I think it was Sikkens, and 2 coats of Cetol Novatec. And this is the lightest colour they did, kind of a pine colour, and actually it's a bit yellower than the spruce wood. When it arrives, the spruce wood is really white, and then kind of over time it did, just over a few months in the sun, it did start to take on a bit more colour. But then although this is kind of very see-through, it did change the colour a fair bit, but I don't think there's anything you can really do about that if you're going to stop it fading. And this was my least favourite job, doing 4 coats of this took ages, and the rest of the build was really good fun, but painting it was not fun. And I think all the treatment with a discount, 10% discount, was kind of around about 150 quid. But it is good stuff, and the rain does just bead and run off it, so worth the money. The lean-to built with leftover floorboards and roof boards and shingles and a few extra bits. There's a little cupboard there for tools. Again, the lean-to isn't attached to the shed in any way. It's freestanding to allow movement of the logs. And the securing the guttering this is from the pallet which the shed came on. So the back of the shed, you can see the outlet pipe from the darkroom sink, which goes down into a soak-away pit, which is dug underneath the decking. Only wash water goes into the soak-away. There's no, it's just clean water really. I wouldn't put anything else down there. And then using leftover floorboards and roof boards from the kit, a lean-to at the back. Now the lean-to isn't attached to the shed, again to allow kind of free movement of the shed. Leftover roof shingles. Okay, so this is the interior. This is the office and also consulting room for my counselling business. Now there is a stud wall down the middle of the building, which has been built in line with Tuin's advice. So the stud wall is free floating. It's not attached to the side walls. They have room to kind of extend and contract. They have room to kind of go up and down. So, but it looks pretty good. It was tricky to do, but it wasn't done. It was a DIY job. It wasn't done by professionals, so it is doable. As you can see, it's moved a bit, but it's not really a problem. We used the two-in floorboards, which I thought were pretty good value. They're kind of factory plain, so and they're okay, but if you have the time to do them yourself, you'd get a better finish. But you know, who has that kind of time? And then in the dark room, we've just put kind of a wood effect lino over the top of the wood. The windows are nice. They're nice quality. They're nicer than the ones I have in my house, to be honest. But the surrounds, again, kind of a bit untidy. If I had the time, the inclination, I would have tidied them up a bit. The doors, you may notice in the stop motion video that we forgot to put in the lintel for the door and then had to kind of prise up the apex of the roof and kind of pop it in again. So don't forget to do that if you when you do yours. The only place where we went all the way through the roof shingles and the board on top of the insulation and the insulation was here at this point, and we did that just to secure the OSB board in place. We were worried about it blowing off. As you can see, we came all the way through and split the wood a bit there. So I really wouldn't recommend you'd go all the way through insulation boards if you're going to use them, although two-in say it's okay. I'm not sure about that, because in the frost, the only place where you could see that the frost had melted on top of the roof was where we put screws all the way through. So the heat was obviously travelling up from the building via the screws and then kind of melting the frost on the roof. So you're kind of losing heat. And if you have a lot of screws or nails going all the way through the insulation board, I think that, well, not ideal. Now through here is the dark room. Now, as you can see, it's because it's a moving log cabin. It's not ideal for a dark room, to be honest. It's taken a bit of work, but a couple of layers of brown silicone sealer really has done most of the work. And then in places where the walls are moved, I actually put strips of light-proof material to cover up the cracks. So doable. And then again, here's the stud wall. Ventilation, and there is an inlet for this is obviously the fan. It pulls air out, and there's an inlet underneath the sink which you can't see to let the air in. The finished two-in Rorik cabin with the decking over the top of the soak away from the dark room, and did something a bit different with the eaves as well. Bit of fun there.